Okay, so in this video, we're going to go from here, which is a very basic explanation of a large language model. We're going to complexify it 5 times, and eventually we're going to get to here, which is a more complex explanation of large language models. And these were all generated using chalk learning. So I simply typed in explain how LLMs works, and they were generated on that basis. So if we go back to our 5 levels of complexity, level 1 is that we take an input text, it's processed by a large language model, and that then generates an output. Level 2, though, is we have the input text being tokenized, which means it's split into tokens. Again, processed by the LLM, but the LLM is actually trying to predict that token, which enables it to form the output text. So if we take it a step further, we can say, as well as tokenization, we also have this like training data step. And some of the inputs to the training data include things like Wikipedia or the internet. And another thing that's really important is the attention mechanism. So large language models have an aspect of their architecture which is called self-attention, which means they can pay attention to particular words more than others, some words more than others. So that attention mechanism is really important in enabling the large language model to accurately predict the next token. Another important thing at the next level is the parameters. So these include things like the learning rate and things like the temperature. And also, once we split the text into tokens, we actually embed that as a vector, which is like a big array of numbers that represents the meaning of a word or a token, sorry. So once we've used the self-attention mechanism, that allows us to predict the probability of each word being the next, or sorry, each token being the next token. And then finally, we get to the last level, and we can see that the large language model also has this like working memory constraint, or it's called the context window, but it's kind of like the large language model's working memory if we compare it to a human. And we can also see in this diagram that the self-attention mechanism is based on the relationships between the different words. So that's how the model actually weighs the words, is by comparing the relationships via the dot product. So that is an LLM explained at 5 levels. I can go back to level 1 now, and I can create a worksheet for my students, which I can copy and print up. If you want to make one of these yourself, just go to app.chalklearning.io. Thank you so much.